Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the cabin build series. If you guys are new here and haven't been following along, we're building this cabin right here in the Maine woods, right on the edge of the lake that I grew up on. We're going to be using this cabin for many years, hopefully filming some cool fishing trips out of it and just using it as a family camp. In the last video we were doing some ice fishing, and now it's spring. The ice is gone, the weather's warming up, and the bugs are starting to come out. So trying to wrap up a few things on the inside today. One of the things being the triangular windows on the front of the cabin. We framed these windows in quite a while ago. We didn't have windows picked out, basically wanted to make a custom window. So we framed them out and I ordered the windows about a month ago. And to save money, what we did was I went to a local glass shop, had them make just panes of glass to put in. So they're two pieces of glass sandwiched together, low E, and just like you would buy in a regular window, but without the frame, without the nailing flange, without anything. So we're gonna build our own stops up here. We're gonna build our own trim. We're gonna glue the windows in, and it saved us a ton of money doing that. So you'll see here, we're gonna be putting in these stops, and we put these stops all the way around our window, and we use a special glue that's made to set these windows in place. And we'll pop these windows right in and put another stop on the inside and then do our trim. So we'll get these windows in and then we'll start talking about the ceiling and the insulation that we're going to be doing.
It's okay, you know what you know, probably.
Put that bottom in like you did before.
Yeah, just try not to go the whole way. You get in there. You come my way a little.
Yeah, go a lot. What do you want to do?
You want to
Push it right in?
guess the bottom? She's there. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, you can see we got the windows in. They look really good. Definitely makes the cabin look a little different now that those windows are finally in. We've had house wrap over them for the entire time this thing's been up, so really makes it look a lot better. And you might be wondering why there's such a gap here between these. Well, we're gonna have a hip roof coming off for our porch. There's gonna be a 10-foot porch on here, so we need to leave room for that roof to come down. You guys will kind of see that. We might be able to do that this year. We'll see what happens. And now we're gonna move to the inside and hopefully get our ceiling done. What we're gonna be using for insulation here is the exact same stuff that we used on the walls. And if you guys haven't seen that video, it's a really cool video, so go back and check the video just before this. I'll link it down below. I'll pop it up right here as well. We got a new product on the market that we're insulating this entire cabin with, and it's made by Timber HP. It's a local company right here in Maine. They make the product 10 minutes away from where this cabin is, and it's a wood fiber insulation. I talked about it a little bit more in depth in the last video, so if you want to go check it out, you can, but they use recycled wood chips from wood processing places, from the forestry industry, and they're making basically wood fiber insulation. I'm getting it in bat form. You can get it in loose fill, and they're also going to make a fiber board. But you guys can see in the last video, like I said, we did the whole downstairs walls and gable ends, and now we're working on the ceiling. So we had a little bit of an issue trying to figure out what we wanted to do for the ceiling. So let me run up there real quick and I'll show you what we're gonna do and talk to you about what the issues were real quick, and then we'll go grab that insulation and we'll start popping it in. All right, so here's the problem that I ran into with the ceiling. Took a little bit to figure out what I wanted to do with this, but in hindsight, we should have used probably 2x10s here. We ended up using 2x8s, and I was planning on putting 8-inch insulation in here, bats. Well, when you put the baffles in here, to vent all this up to the ridge, these take up a couple inches themselves. So you put 8-inch insulation, it's gonna stick out, it won't fit. You don't want to crush these too much, you're not going to get the ventilation. So you can see right here, this is the 6-inch insulation. It fits absolutely perfect in there. It fits flush with our rafters, and that stuff's an R22. So I figured I could use all of that stuff, put it in flush to my rafters, and then I really want, you know, a higher R value in my ceiling. So I thought I could get foam board over all of that, like 1.5 inch, 2 inch foam board, and then I would have to strap it to put our pine on. So quite a bit extra work. It really bumps up the R value with that foam board, but I priced it out and it was going to be a few $1,000s to do that. So what I decided to do is basically build out these rafters. Not an ideal situation, but it's going to work for what we need, I hope. And so what we're going to do is put in the 6-inch insulation, which is actually 5.5 inches. And then we'll build out our rafter with the 2x4. And then we'll put in our 3.5-inch insulation. It'll give us like a R36. And then we should be able to put our pine on right over that, no problem. Put 2x4s on end like this. Screw them right on. Basically make it a deeper pocket to put our insulation. So we got the windows in, we're all set with those, and now we're ready to go pick up the insulation from Timber HP. So let's hop in the truck, go down to the mill, and go pick up some stuff. It's gonna be a big load. We got 8 pallets worth of insulation this time, so let's go see how we get this stuff loaded up, and hopefully if it all fits on the trailer, we can get it up here and start putting it in. In the warehouse here at Timber HP, picking up the insulation. Pretty cool. All right, we got a load this time. Oh man, we got a load. Man, strapped and ready to rock. We made it. That's good. All right. All right, we are completely filled with Timber HP insulation. The bedroom is loaded up, and we got a bunch up in the loft up here. So that should do it, hopefully. Seems like a lot of insulation, but I know we're gonna use it all. So we built this half wall. Not the most sturdy on this end, so we're gonna try to cut a beam, one of these leftover beams we got, to go on the end to kind of sturdy it up. So I bought a little cheap Amazon chainsaw mill that we're gonna try. Had to modify it a little bit to fit my saw. But we're gonna try to cut a beam with that. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but we'll go show you guys what we're gonna do. See if we can get this beam ripped down a couple inches. And we're gonna cut this end off.
Yeah.
Go like that.
That's it.
And that's where it's gonna go.
There's your mark right there, so. lumber business. Start making 2x4s.
Yeah, you want a 2x4? I don't know how much of that the camera picked up, but that was a pretty good cut. I had a brand new blade on there, brand new chain. Basically ruined my bar because I bolted right through. They didn't want this thing, it just had like a pinch screw. So I bolted right through, so.
Oh, we got it up there.
That looks good.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
I'd put 2 of those in the bottom if you're gonna do it.
Yep.
That way maybe we can get some of this.
And just like that, the magic of YouTube, the pine is done. Let's go check it out. So I jumped around a little bit in this video. I didn't film quite a bit of it. I had a few days I was just working too much and didn't really have the camera out, but we got all the loft insulated with the Timber HP insulation. Huge shout out to them. That stuff went in perfect, flawlessly. And I think it's going to be super nice this winter. I'll let you guys know. I'll probably do another like follow-up video after this winter and let you guys know how we liked it. We finally cleaned up all the staging in the living room, as you can see, and the ceiling is done. I got the fans in today. We'll go up and check it out. Actually, kind of in the middle of all this stuff, we got power. We had St. Amand Excavation here one day, and he dug the trench for our power and our water, so we got that all done, and we got the power all hooked up. Most everything is hooked up now. We'll turn these lights on so we can show you. Put some recessed lighting up in the ceiling here. It looks awesome. All that beautiful pine. Oh my God, it took forever to do that. I don't care if I ever put up another piece of pine in my life, and I only did the ceiling with my dad. My dad did pretty much everything else. So we got the fan all hooked up. We got recessed lights in the ceiling. They're LED. I'll link those down in the description below. They're like 30, 35 bucks or something. LED recessed lights, and they look sick. Look at that. That looks awesome. Came out good. And then we got some lights up here as well in the loft, and a fan with a light on that. So we haven't finished all the pine because I gotta do a couple more things at this end of the ceiling, but pretty much everything pine related is done. We are gonna make a little knee wall over here at some point, but for now, this is it. The loft actually has quite a bit of room, so we're planning on putting like maybe a twin bed over here and maybe a full over there. So we got 2 beds up here, and then we'll have a bedroom downstairs. But it came out awesome. So much pine. This place isn't that big, and oh my God, the amount of pine that is in here is crazy. So we're gonna have to do some other stuff to kind of break up the pine, but I love the pine cabiny look of this place. So now we got a heck of a mess to clean up, although we cleaned up quite a bit of it, but there's just sawdust everywhere. Everything on the windows is just like dusty. We gotta clean all that stuff. The floor's a wreck. Here's where the kitchen's gonna go. And we put that recessed lighting in today to shine down on our countertops. So my thought for the kitchen is refrigerator, corner counter, stove with a microwave, sink, and then an island that comes out here so you can sit, like a bar area, so you can sit like 3-4 people out there. And that's it. So I don't really know what to do with the kitchen yet. I don't want to spend a ton of money on it, which is kind of a problem because kitchens can be expensive. Kind of looking at the like ready to assemble kitchens that you can buy, or just getting unfinished cabinets and finishing them myself. It's not something I want to build myself. It's just, I'm not that great at building cabinets, and it's way too time consuming for me. So I don't know if you guys know of any like cheaper kitchen cabinets or a good deal on cabinets and stuff. Leave it down in the comments below, or if you guys are a company that makes cabinets or sells cabinets or whatever, and you want to work with me in this video, shoot me an email down in the description below. I'd love to see what you guys have for cabinets. Maybe we can make something happen with that. But yeah, so everything is pine, as you can see. So what I'd like to do is get, really kind of want to do like dark, like almost like an olive green cabinets. And then like our hand railing going up being like black or something. We got the black fans and the black accent lighting rings and stuff. So I think that'll break it up pretty good. And then we also got to do our stove over here. I'm gonna make a nice hearth, stone hearth, and I'll show you guys what we got for a heating source. It's pretty nice. And so yeah, that's gonna end this video. With the next video, we're gonna clean all this up and put our flooring down. We just got, I went to Martin's. If you guys are from Martin's, I picked up some vinyl plank flooring at a pretty good price. We're gonna do the whole place in that. That'll kind of also make it look feel a little different here. It's gonna be a little bit of a darker, you know, compared to the walls. So we'll put that down next, and then we can hopefully finish up our plumbing, get our kitchen in, and we can start using this place. Maybe we'll get to building the porch this summer. I don't know. We still got a ways to go in here, but we have power. We have walls and plumbing is mostly done. We have to get our well drilled in a couple weeks, so we're on the right track. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. We got another fish. Oh, it's a salmon. Oh man, it's a salmon.